So apologies for that, but I will just go ahead and review some of the classes again. But it's still the same time. Yeah, the same time, 2 p.m. every single day. It's the same time, 2 p.m. every day. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, I'm just going to be sharing my screen again. So, and by the way, hope you saw all the volatilities that have been going on. Hope you saw all the volatilities. All right, hope you saw all the volatilities that's been going on in the market since today. Now, today has actually been a very remarkable day because it's been a lot. All right, it's been a lot. Okay, and thank God that a lot of us were actually able to take advantage of some of the things that actually happened earlier on. Okay, but then if you weren't, well, it's not too late. It is not too late. It is not too late because this is just an opportunity for you to do that. Okay, so I believe by now you should be seeing my screen. Just a second. Okay, so let's open let's go to our Forex Factory. All right, so from our Forex Factory, today is Friday. All right, and some of the news that came out okay, early hours of today. Of course, I'm just going to jump them and I'm just going to go straight to the one that we're currently having, which is going to be coming out by 2:45. I will see if I will still be available by that 2:45 p.m. so that I can take advantage of this trade together. But if I'm not available, it is fine. But hope you are able to trade the GBP pairs that came out around 9:30, and of course the Euro pairs that came out by 9, and also the other Euro pairs that came out by 8:30. So let's just go through our chart and see the impact of all these news. So it means that for now, the only fundamental that we have coming out is the flash manufacturing PMI in the US, and it's coming out by 2:45 p.m. It's coming out by 2:45 p.m. And of course, another one, flash service PMI, that is coming out by 2:45 p.m. also. Okay, so let's go to our chart. Okay, so looking at dollar index, you could see that dollar index have actually had a very good start for the day. It actually had a very good start, but it started up on a sell note. All right, if you check it out on 1 hour time frame, you could see that this particular instrument has been having, after a very a bullish trend. It started up on a very good start today on this morning, and just this afternoon they started retracing. Okay, so looking at this particular trade now, do you think it's still going to be going down? Of course, the probability of this particular trade getting to the Tonko support is very much high. If it is getting to Tonko support, yeah, most likely we'll get there. So let's go to 5 minutes time frame and see how long it will take for it to get to the Tonko support. So on Tonko support right here is actually showing as a verified support. And I can tell you that the probability of it getting to that verified support is higher. All right, it is higher. All right, I remember yesterday I told you that this particular instrument was actually going to gain massive strength, and as at then, it was even still having a little bit of a sell momentum. And I told you that even if you're on a trade on it, hold on to the trade because it's just going to be coming down right back. So the same thing we're going to be doing on dollar index. We're going to be having a more of a sell. We're still going to be selling. So for dollar index this afternoon, we are going to be selling, but it's not going to be a very long one. Just sell from the current market price to price 102.381. You can sell from price 102. You can sell at the current market price and then take your profit at price 102.281. All right. So if you're ready to trade and to make some money, go ahead and enter a sell on dollar index at price 102.281. 102.281. So you should have been making profits with this particular trade. And with that in mind, remember I said I was selling dollar index. So with that in mind, I know there is a support right where it is, but I'm expecting this particular trade to go below the support and get to this verified support right here. And because if you check it out on 15 minutes time frame also, you're all going to be seeing a more, all right, see the trend on 15 minutes time frame. So it's showing you a better direction. All right, so we're going for a sell on dollar index. We're going for a sell on dollar index. So go ahead and sell your dollar index. So that brings us to Euro USD. That brings us to Euro USD. Now look at the move. Look at the move on Euro USD after the massive sell. Do you know that as at this morning, early hours of today, Euro actually lost strength. And do you know one of the reasons why Euro lost strength is because of the fundamental that came out from this region. All right, because of the fundamental that came out from this region. So this buy that is going on, it is just a retracement to cover up this particular sell that we had. So I am just saying that further buy is not going to be bad. Further buy on Euro USD will not be bad. So taking it out on 5 minutes time frame, we should be able to know exactly what's going on 5 minutes time frame. So you see, look at where price is. And of course, there is a Tonkot resistance just around here on 5 minutes time frame. So for Euro USD, still go ahead with your buy. Euro USD we are still buying. Yeah, you can still buy your Euro USD, buy at the current market price and take your profit at price 1.09076. 1.09076. Yeah, so for Euro USD, if you are available, if you want to trade on Euro USD, it is time to buy Euro USD. It is time to buy Euro USD. Buy at the current market price, take your profit at price 1.09076. 1.09076. All right, so I hope you're already on your trade, and I hope you're making some profit from the trade. All right, your take profit is 1.09076. Okay. Please, if you join us, do well to turn off your video. All right, do well to turn off your video. Just click on that video icon to be able to turn off your video because it's going to be blocking other person's screen. All right, so let's take a look at USD JPY. Let's take a look at. Yeah, if your on your own is already highlighted red, you don't need to click it again. Just leave it like that. I need you to just click it. Make sure that it is it has a red crossing above it. All right, so that's just what I needed to do. All right, so let's go ahead and look at USD JPY. I always tell you that USD JPY is one of my favorite instruments. Reason is because it always gives you a very good entry position. And I have always been saying, look for a perfect position, enter buy. And yesterday also, you could see exactly the same thing that happened. Exactly the same thing happened. Don't worry, we're going to, this particular class is going to extend a little bit. Yes, I know that we started a little bit late. So I will just try to extend it a little bit so that I'll be able to take advantage of a couple of other trades. All right, so USD JPY, the same thing. USD JPY, looking at it right now, this particular place where price is already beginning to build up a support. All right, it's already beginning to build up a support around it. But let's take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame and see where the market is headed. You see, on 5 minutes time frame, there is already a support on it. There's already a support on it. So for USD JPY, I am going to be buying USD JPY. Yes, I'm going to be buying USD JPY. And my take profit for USD JPY is going to be at price 143.030. Now, do you see one good, beautiful thing about this particular instrument? As at the beginning of this week, we're on 140. Now we have gotten to 143. So do you understand the kind of things you're missing out if you're not currently trading this? I always say it, look for a perfect position and enter a buy. And I told you that the perfect position you should be looking out for is the support levels. Once this particular instrument hits a support level, enter buy. Once it hits another support level, enter buy. And for you that have a good amount of money in your account, if you have a good amount of money in your account, just enter the buy and then leave it for a long time. Allow it to read. Do you understand? This is a very good opportunity for you to actually make some good money using this particular instrument. So for USD JPY, I am buying my USD JPY. I am buying USD JPY. Okay. Now, let's just take a look at gold before it is. Okay, now look at gold. If you're not already buying gold all this while, you are very, 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 very wrong. if you're not already buying gold, since morning, this particular instrument has been having a massive volatility. And I told you that it's because of a little bit of the weakness that we have in dollar. All right. Okay, so if you're not buying gold, you are wrong. So I'm actually expecting gold to have a little bit of, oh, okay, USDJPY, perfect, perfect, perfect. So this particular gold, I'm expecting it to still push up a little bit. I'm expecting it to still push up a little bit, but this particular buy is not going to sustain. All right, the buy is not going to sustain. But before we even go further, let's check it out on 1 hour time frame and see what we've got. Okay, so juicy 1 hour time frame is headed to this particular resistance. So if you're asking for where to take profit for gold is going to be, I will ask you to take your profit at price 1935.87. All right, just enter your trade. You should, once you enter good profit, there is no need of delaying. Take your profit and look for another opportunity. Do you understand? But this is actually where you can actually adopt the stacking principle, enter multiple positions with a good lot size. But that is only when you have good amount of money in your account. But please, if you don't have money in your account, don't try it. Right? Don't do it if you don't have good amount of money in your account. This is for those that have good. Now, do you see where good volume is very important? Do you see where good volume is very important? Just having your stacking strategy. Do you see that massive push up? If you had a one standard lot trade on that, you would have been on a good profit. So for gold, we are still buying gold. Yes, we're buying gold all the way up. We're buying gold all the way up. You can go ahead and stack up your trade. Yeah, you can go ahead and stack up your trade. Now, on US30, if you're not selling on US30 also, you are wrong. Also, go ahead and do the stacking strategy. Stacking up your trade. Sell number 1, sell number 2, sell number 3, sell number 4. Then you can use a multiple trade closer to close your trades. All right, use a multiple trade closer to close them at once. Now, let's take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame and see the beauty of this particular instrument. Do you see? It is headed to that this week support right here at price 33,886. So we are still selling to price 33,886 for US30. We are still selling US30. Congratulations if you're already on the trade. You should have been on a good profit. For gold also, we are still buying gold. And now you probably will be wondering, how come gold is selling gold is buying and US30 is selling? Are they not supposed to be working hand in hand? No, they are not. Do you understand? That can only happen when all things are equal, and not every time all things are equal. Do you understand? So in this particular situation for US30, go ahead and, okay, we've already gotten to take profit for US30. Congratulations if you took the trade. And for gold, yeah, gold is still pushing up. If you're not yet there, you have to just enter the trade and make your profit. If you really want to make profit in this market, this is the opportunity. Now, what about US 2000? How many of you trade on US 2000? This is one good instrument, and you probably will be looking at it. Oh, this one is buying and this one is selling. But for now, US 2000, you can go ahead with a buy, and it's headed to that turncoat resistance at price. Let me check where the price is at the turncoat resistance. Is at price 1847.1. 1847.1. Price is headed to 1847.1. So if you're not on a trade on US 2000, you can go ahead and enter a buy on US 2000 with a take profit at 1847.1. So where are the agro-commodity traders? Agro-commodity traders, we always have a code, right? Now, there was one thing beautiful that happened today. That is a repricing on soybean and corn, but it didn't affect this. You probably will be asking, what happened? Why was there a massive gap? That was not just any gap. We said gold and silver are buying. Of course, gold and silver are 5 and 6. So you can go ahead and enjoy the ride. All right, go ahead and enjoy the ride, Mr. Godwill. Congratulations. Yeah, gold. I don't trade much of silver because I'm more of a gold person. All right, but then you can still enjoy your silver buy, because with gold, most times they actually work hand in hand. Yeah, they do. All right, just like when you have corn and wheat, you know, both of them actually have almost similar move. All right, same way. Now, I was talking about the gap on corn and soybean this morning. It was actually a repricing or rollover. You get it's the liquidity providers changed the price of this particular commodity. It doesn't affect you. All right, it doesn't affect you. All right, but that does not still change the fact that we are still on an uptrend, right? So for wheat this afternoon, once the gap happens, if it's a gap up, follow up the buy. if it is a gap or follow up the buy, how will you check? Go to daily time frame and check the next resistance. All right, check the next resistance. You could see that the market is still pushing up. It's actually broke above this region, and the probability of it getting to that verified resistance is very high. So we're still going to be considering a further buy on it. And please, the time frame we're using for it is 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. Please don't use 5 minutes time frame. All right, so let's just, in the next few minutes or few seconds, this particular market is going to be opening. And once it opens, just follow up the direction of the gap. Follow the direction of the gap. All right, follow the direction of the gap. And that is going to be in just few seconds. A few seconds. How many of you are already on the trade? Okay, all right, great. Corn had a gap up, yes, I'm following up the buy. Soybean, there was no any gap, there was no any direction, but still, I am going in for a buy. But wheat also had a gap up, so I'm also following up a buy on wheat. So I am buying wheat, corn, and soybean, and my take profit is going to be at price 748.07 for wheat. But you don't really need to even start setting take profit. Just monitor your trade. Once you hit a good profit, close up your trade. Do you understand? So for wheat, I am buying wheat. I am buying also corn, and I'm buying soybean. So these three instruments, I'm buying them. All right. So if you want to take advantage of the agro commodities, go ahead and buy your wheat, go ahead and buy your corn, and go ahead and buy your soybean. All right. Go ahead and buy your corn and wheat and soybean. If you're already on the corn, you should have already been on profit for the corn. All right. If you're on wheat, on soybean, you should have already been on profit also for wheat. Sorry, for soybean. But for three of them, we are going in for a buy. Please, we're going in for a buy. All right. And I hope you are already on the trade. If you are, congratulations. And for other trades, congratulations also. But we're still going to be making some really good profits from them. All right. We're not able to take much of the trades that we should have because of the time the meeting started. And remember what I told you about USD, what was it, GBP JPY? Yes, I said it almost worked the same way with USD JPY. All right. Find a perfect position, enter a buy. Okay, do you understand? Do you see this particular trade? If you had actually entered the buy, you would have been on USD JPY, you should have already been on profit or on this particular instrument. But in either case, USD JPY is still buying. USD JPY is still buying, and we're buying corn, wheat, and soybean. So with that, I will say a big thank you to every one of you for joining me today. And I hope it's been a wonderful experience with you also. Thank you for always joining us. Even though today we had a little bit of a glitch in terms of the starting time and the links and the connections. So sorry about that. But this particular meeting we're going to be continuing the same direction tomorrow. All right. You said you don't have it on your item. Which of the ones are you talking about? Which of the one are you talking about? Is it the agro commodities? If it is agro commodities you're talking about, just click on add symbol, then type wheat, corn, or soybean. Just type any of them one after the other. If you're using phone, go to your quotes, click on the plot sign at the top of your screen, and then click on find symbol, then search for them, then you'll be able to add it. But if you're using laptop, just go to your market watch, then right click on your market watch, click on show all, then scroll down and look for where you have corn, wheat, and soybean. All right, we have a couple of other agro commodities right here, but you can also cannot actually just scroll down and search. We have coffee, we have cocoa, we have copper, we have corn, we have net gas. We have several of agro commodities. We have sugar. All right. So anyone that you want to trade on, but I prefer to trade on these three, and that's actually why I go for them. Yes, tomorrow is Saturday, and the market don't open on Saturday, so we're looking out for Monday. So join us again on Monday through Friday as we have this live trading session. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Have a wonderful weekend and stay blessed.